guys here and raising money for Children's Hospital. It's fantastic to see everybody here. But I would like to introduce you to Muriel, and she is going to tell you her story. And you guys, I do know that.
Good afternoon. I am thrilled to be here today to congratulate you on an awesome fundraiser for the Children's Health Foundation. My name is Muriel Reed. I'm 16 years old. I'm a student at HBBL Secondary School, and my hobbies include reading, drama, singing, and visual arts, and sewing. If any of you went last month to see the Grand Theatre's high school project Evita, you will have seen a spectacular ball gown I created from scratch. In my free time, I like to hang out with my friends and my 3 cats. There is one thing about me that most people don't know, however. I have a severe medical phobia. Many people are afraid of invasive medical procedures, and I don't think anyone likes getting needles. But in my case, the phobia is severe and beyond my control. If any of you have a phobia of any kind, you will know what I mean. When faced with a medical procedure, I don't just feel scared or a little nervous. I have extreme panic attacks which I can't control. My heartbeat goes from normal to super fast within a split second. My body tenses and trembles uncontrollably. My head hurts and I feel dizzy. I feel queasy, and before I can put the brakes on, I'm screaming and running to get away. It is not only terrifying, but it's embarrassing afterwards when I'm rational enough to realize how out of control I was. Needless to say, it's hard to feel good about yourself when people see you acting like that. I can't even remember a time when I didn't suffer from this medical phobia. My mom says that even when I was a baby, after my very first vaccinations, I used to scream whenever she pulled into the parking lot of our doctor's office. Our family doctor was terrified of me, because I screamed so much. I never did get a proper medical examination, even when I grew older, because I would crawl under chairs or try to escape from the office. This was very hard on my mom because she wanted to ensure that I was healthy and I had the care I needed when I was ill, but my phobia made that impossible. By the age of 10, it became apparent that I had a kidney problem, which meant that certain procedures and regular monitoring were required. Not long after that, I was also diagnosed with a thyroid condition, which requires regular blood tests. It was clear that I needed help. That is where the Child Life program at Children's Hospital came in. Because of the severity of my phobia, I was referred to Terry, a child life specialist. I met with Terry regularly for a year to help manage my fears. During our visits, we would discuss medical procedures and talk about them with Spencer, a big green puppet. I also made my own doll with Terry's help to practice medical procedures on, and even gave a real needle to a pillow. Terry also worked on distraction techniques with me that I could use to calm my fears. The appointments with Terry really helped me to feel comfortable being at the hospital, but he retired before I was able to overcome my phobia enough to get a needle. Luckily, I met Erica, another child life specialist, by literally bumping into her in a hospital hallway as I flew out of an office in full-blown panic. Although this was our first meeting, Erica was able to calm me down. She seemed to understand and care about me, and it was the beginning of a beautiful friendship. Eventually, with Erica's help, I was able to have my blood tests done with nitrous oxide. Each time I go to the hospital, Erica meets me with a special cart that has mini bubble tubes and a projector that puts soft colors and shapes onto the wall to help me relax. Sometimes she brings crafts to keep me happily distracted while I wait, and always she works on breathing exercises and other relaxation techniques to prepare me for the test. Erica stays with me through the whole process and helps the medical team to understand my particular needs so that each step of the process happens when I am ready and in a way that I can manage. I've been through 8 tests now with Erica's help, and each one becomes more manageable. Now that I'm older, Erica works with me on advocating for myself, knowing how to speak up, ask questions, or communicate my thoughts and feelings to the medical team so that everything goes as smoothly as possible. My battle with my medical phobia is an ongoing one. I've learned that the process of overcoming a phobia is one which requires baby steps over long periods of time. But the child life specialists at the Children's Hospital are with me every step of the journey, and I know that together we will succeed, and one day my phobia will be a thing of the past. The Child Life program at Children's Hospital is only one of the many wonderful things about the hospital, and it has made a world of difference to my life. I honestly don't know how I could have gotten the medical help I needed without the help of the child life specialists. And thanks to them, maybe someday I'll become a child life specialist myself. Thank you so very much for supporting the Children's Hospital so they can help kids like me.
you everybody for being here. We are lucky enough to have some of the best healthcare anywhere in the world. And that doesn't just happen. We always like to think that, well, we have hospital care here, we have some of the best doctors, we have some of the best nurses, we have some of the best individuals. It's because of events like this that we are able to create programs that can help in ways that you wouldn't even picture without knowing what was truly needed. And we've got a lot of people who come from a long way away to make use of what we do. So thank you for everything you have done to help raise money today for the Children's Health Foundation. This is the 21st annual Fall Color Ride. So for those of you who have been here since the beginning, thank you for your participation. For those of you who are here for the very first time, thank you for that as well. My name is Mike Stubbs from Chorus Radio London, which is AM 980 and FM 96 and Fresh Radio and also Country 104. And each and every year, the name of the club that raises the most money is engraved on this beautiful cup right here. And this year, we have our totals. Let me pull them out. Congratulations and thank you to the 2017 winner of the Chorus Challenge Cup, Canadian Army Veterans. Cujo, get up here. Come on. Come on, Cap.
My Cujo.
Great. Blue, let's go. Corey. Come on, Corey.
We gotta take this far. We gotta do a picture.
What's with that?
Come on.
I know, they came all the way to the gym. Good. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Events are a lot of work, right? Obviously, it's a noble cause and the work is worth it, but the day of is so magical, it makes all the hard work so worth it because I love the day of the event. I love the color ride. I love hearing the story from the hospital. Jen let me go on a hospital tour a couple of years ago, and I got to go through all the steps of what they really do there, the patient care that they have, the technology they have. And to be able to have events like this that bridge the gap between any funding that they get or even just that extra funding that they get to buy specialized equipment is so important. And having a little one, and as hard as that even just is on its own, I couldn't imagine having to go through every day, living at the hospital or being there a couple times a week, so it's important. And thank you all for being here despite the weather, it means a lot. Thank you.
Thanks, Amanda. It's really good to be part of what we can do to raise some funds, but also to raise some overall awareness of what gets done, in the Children's Hospital and what gets done in healthcare in London, and we can really all be proud to live in such a community. And I think too, what we're able to do the efforts of Chorus Radio and all that, so many other people, to also just to raise the whole profile of what it's like to give. To give back in the city of London. And we think that this little bit, everybody does their little bit else. It's not just a matter of raising funds, it's raising awareness and helping us, I think, to make our community that much better in which we all live. So thanks you to everybody for your participation in that. I just want to mention too, one thing that as you can tell, the family's connected here, but years ago, Audrey, she was a volunteer for 5 years in child life at the hospital, so we have lots of stories of so many kids in the years past. So it's really good to be part of that. Now, man, if you got your composure back, you can tell us what we're doing next.
I'm here. I'm a little emotional, but I'm here.
Come on up.
It's hard not to cry. Children are our future. Yes, we are. All right. The big check. Would you like to say some words or no? You don't have to. You've said words.
Great big thank you to everyone.
Okay.
As we've heard, the impact of your support is tremendous. It's important to the community and far beyond the confines of London, up into southwestern Ontario, into northwestern Ontario. We have patients coming from all over the province, and we are very lucky to have our facility here. So thank you all very much.
Thank you. And we're proud to present that we've hit our, oh, drum roll, sure. So we're proud to present that we've hit our goal again this year. $10,304 for the Children's Health Foundation. For the help of everybody, thank you so much for making this so very awesome and perfect. Thank you so much. And we're going to do a photo, but have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hugs for everyone.
People can celebrate me. I just want to eat 3 gummy bears. My time, can I have another gummy bear? Gummy. Yeah.